So hello there everyone, I am Nurse Don and welcome to ANP lecture video class. So in this video we'll be discussing about your chapter 5, which is your integumentary system. So in this video we'll be discussing about the overview of your integumentary system. Okay, let's get started. So what about your integumentary system? Let me just use yellow, mustard yellow. There you go. Let's discuss about your integumentary system. Your integumentary system. What are the general characteristics of your integumentary system? Let's start, okay? Integumentary system is a system composed which consists or compose or includes your skin. Integumentary system compose or includes your skin and your appendages. What do you mean by the word appendages, class? If we say appendages, class, it means a part of or sort of, which includes appendages includes your nails, which are part also of your integumentary system. Your nails, your hair, and even your glands. Your nails, your hair, and your glands. Hair, your nails, and your glands. Another characteristic of your integumentary system weigh almost, what do you think, class? What is the weight of your integumentary system that is far heavier or better than your liver and your lungs? It weigh almost 21 pounds. So that's really shocking. That's around 9.5 kilograms. 9.5 kilograms. As they say that your skin weigh 21 pounds, that's far better than your lungs and your liver. In fact, if you cut off your skin from head to toe, you're actually forming the size of your bed. That's around 2 square meter. That's a lot. And another characteristic of your skin, integument means, okay, characteristic of your integumentary. Integument simply means a covering. It will serve as a protection to the invading organism or bacterial invasion, which will be discussed later. And another characteristic with letter I, it is credited as the largest organ. It is credited as the largest organ in or out of the body. Another characteristic, we have your letter N, which are integumentary system, which are necessary for what are the different functions of your integumentary system that are necessary for the protection of the invading bacteria or microorganism, maybe, and necessary for the sensation of your cold, your temperature, your heat, and so forth. Needed for the synthesis of your production, vitamin D production. Another is responsible for your temperature regulation, which is called as your thermoregulation. That's your temperature control. And your excretion. It also aid in maintenance of a body surface. So the general characteristics of your integumentary system includes your system, which includes your skin, and the appendages. Appendages includes your nails, your hair, and your glands. Weigh almost 21 pounds. That's around 9.5 kilograms. So if you're gonna cut off your skin from head to toe, you'll form the size of your bed. So that's a lot. Integument means covering. It is considered the largest organ in and out of the body, which are necessary for the protection, sensation, vitamin D production, temperature regulation, excretion, maintenance of the body temperature, body surface rather. Now, as you can see, we have a mnemonic of the word skin for you to easily remember. Sorry, for you to easily remember the general characteristics of your integumentary system. Okay? For you to easily remember integumentary system, we had a mnemonic of your skin. Now, we go to the functions of your integumentary system, which includes your protection sensation. Let me discuss them one by one, class. Okay, your integumentary system functions includes your protection. Okay, includes your protection. Now, your integumentary system, the skin provides protection against your abrasion or your UVL, ultraviolet light. So the skin provides protection since the skin top layer protects the body against a traumatic injury or noxious chemicals maybe and bacterial invasions. There's a specialized cells in the skin layer, the top layer, that enhances the body's immune response by helping or aiding lymphocytes to process your antigen entering the skin. So that is a specialized cells called as your Langerhans cells. Your Langerhans cells. It is a specialized cells skin layer that enhances body's immune response by helping lymphocytes to process antigens entering the skin. Okay? Another important type of skin cell for the protection of the skin. Protect the skin by producing what we call the brown pigment. I know you're familiar with this. Your brown pigment called your melanin, which helps filter UV ultraviolet light because your UV can stimulate melanin production. So the skin, okay, another type of skin protection is your melanocytes. Okay, your melanocytes. We will discuss it later. Okay, the brown protect the skin by producing, what does the melanocytes produce? Your melanin. So different persons has a different level of your melanin. Is that actually melanocytes? Because you different persons, you may be white, you may be brown, but you have the same melanocytes. It's actually melanin that determines, okay, that give a color to your skin, pigmentation of your skin. We will discuss that later on. So the skin also protect the skin by producing the brown pigment melanin. So that's your melanocytes. That's another type of a skin cell that protect the skin by producing the brown pigment melanin, which helps filter your ultraviolet light. Now, we go to the function of your immune system as a sensation. So the integumentary system has sensory receptors, obviously, that can detect your heat, your cold, your touch, your pressure, and your pain. So nerve fibers, they carry impulses from the skin into your CNS, your central nervous system. That's actually your autonomic nerve fibers. They carry impulses to smooth muscles in the walls of the skin's blood vessels, to the skin's blood vessels, to the muscles that around the hair roots, and to the sweat glands. That's how your integumentary system functions as your sensation. Another important is your vitamin D production also. When exposed to UV, the skin produces a molecule that can transform into vitamin D. So when stimulated by your UV, the skin synthesizes your vitamin D, also known as, what do you call, class? Also known as your cholecalciferol. Your cholecalciferol. Okay, very good. That's cholecalciferol. Another glitches that you should know of the function, aside from protection, sensation, vitamin D production, is your temperature regulation. Temperature regulation, the amount of blood flow that is beneath the skin surface, and the activity of your sweat glands in the skin, both help regulate your body temperature. But how? Your abundant nerves, blood vessels, eccrine glands within the skin's deepest layer, they aid in what we call as your control of the body temperature called as your thermoregulation. That's actually your control of your body temperature. So when the skin is exposed, okay, when the skin is exposed to cold or the internal body temperature falls, your blood vessels, what will the blood vessels do? Blood vessels constricts in response to the stimuli from the autonomic nervous system. And then it will lead to the decrease in blood flow through the skin and conservation of your body heat. That's how your thermoregulation functions, as discussed in your previous videos about the discussion of your homeostasis. And now we have the function as your excretion. Small amounts of waste products are lost through the skin and in gland secretion. So the skin is also not only a structure but also an excretory organ. Also an excretory organ. Obviously, the sweat glands excrete sweat, and this sweat contains water, electrolyte, urea maybe, and lactic acid. And another important function which I did not include, I'm sorry for that, the maintenance of body surface. Maintenance of a body surface. Maintenance of body surface integrity. So the skin maintains the integrity of the body surface. By what process, class? How does the skin maintains the body surface integrity? Obviously, through migration and of course your shedding. Through migration and your shedding, it can actually repair surface wounds by intensifying normal cell replacement mechanism. So that those are the functions of your integumentary system. Now, let me show you a particular image. Actually, there's no image actually. I'll be just drawing it. So I'll repeat, guys, that your integumentary system composed of, again, integumentary system composed of your skin and your, what is the other one, class? Yes, very good. The skin and the appendages. Yes, you're right. Okay, the appendages. Appendages again is something that is part of like your nails, like your hair, and your glands. Now let's have a quick overview of your skin. Okay, let's have a quick overview of your skin. Okay. Let's have a quick overview of your skin. Let's do a bit of overview on the skin. It's actually, again, the largest body in or out of your body. It's actually 21 pounds. That's far heavier than your liver or lungs. So imagine, guys, imagine. This is your arm. You're actually doing a little thumbs up. I'm sorry, and I'm really good in illustrating a particular, oh my god, seems like there's a disease of this person. Pardon with my drawing, I'm not really good. Okay, try to understand me, please bear with me with my illustration. So this is your arm. You're doing a little thumbs up. So what does actually your skin enables you to do? What it actually does? So try to imagine, class, try to imagine when it's raining outside, just like what had happened. Hmm. So bagyong Ulysses, matindi ha. Keep safe, everyone. Okay. When it's raining outside and you get raindrops pala yun, on your head, what what does your skin do to your body? Since this particular layer, they are actually impermeable. Obviously, if we say impermeable, they cannot be passed through. They are actually impermeable to water or anything that tries to breach or enters into your body, into each layer. It cannot be passed because they are impermeable. Another For instance, a particular virus trying to invade here, particular virus trying to invade, but thanks to our skin, you're not allowed to enter and breach this barrier. Why? Because it is impermeable. So it is not just only act as a structural barrier. So that's the function a while ago that we discussed about your protection. It protects us from the traumatic injury, abrasions, okay, or any bacterial invasion. It is not just only act as a structural barrier, but also act as immunologic function. But how? Okay, immunologic function. It does not only function as structural barrier, but also act as immunologic function as well. Because the skin can actually secret things like your what? It can actually secret things just like your antibodies and your lysosomes. Okay, your lysozyme. It can secrete your antibodies and lysosomes. This will take on the viruses or any bacteria. Okay, it will take, they will act into a particular bacteria or even to viruses, maybe, that has the intention of this bacteria and viruses has the intention of breaching that particular barrier or any barrier. A particular antibodies can actually suck or actually engulf. Yeah. Okay. Your lysosome can actually suck on the antibodies rather can coat this, can suck on here, and lysosome can assist in breaking down the cell wall to help protect your skin. So your skin also functions as part of your immune system. It is also not only a structural but also immunologic function as well. So immunity also comes to play. And imagine if this bacteria gets into the body, there's a chance that the body will make an infection or abscess in here or somewhere. But there is cells within the top layer, as I've mentioned a while ago, within this top layer of the skin, that is again mentioned a while ago, that is what we call your Langerhans. Okay, your Langerhans cells. Your Langerhans cells. So your immune system, your skin is not only a structural barrier, but also part of the immune system. So if immunity also comes into play, imagine if this bacteria, the viruses, there's a chance that they will get inside the body. There's a chance the body will make an infection or abscess, a normal mechanism. But there is a cells that is within your top layer, that is your Langerhans cells, which is a specialized cells in the skin, which enhances the body's immune response by helping lymphocytes to process your antigens. To process your antigens entering the skin. Okay, these Langerhans cells, they will engulf. They will eat this bacteria up and prevent them from setting up and making you not sicker anymore. Not sicker than you should be. So other than immunity, your skin can also perceive. Okay? Other than that, they can also perceive what is happening in the environment. Okay? That's the function that I mentioned a while ago about its function of sensation. We have this little pin here, and I push it here, and then prick. And your normal reaction will be, ouch! Aray, ang sakit. Pag si Chris Aquino yun. Okay? And it really hurts ang magmahal ng iba. Charot. So your skin will tell your brain, hey, that really hurts. Ang sakit nun. Ang sakit talaga. Okay. So maybe you should not put your hands on a sharp object. Sensation to pain, your maybe temperature. Okay, your temperature, your cold and hot. Okay, and so forth. So the skin has the responsibility in perceiving the environment and so conduct sensation, able to tell where there's a stimulus that is painful, temperature, whether it's hot or cold. So it differentiate different types of your touch, and discriminate between your texture or something is grazing on your hands or something is poking you deeply. Finally, when you're outside, katulad dyan, katapos ng bagyo, biglang tumirik yung araw pa natin. Finally, when you are outside, class, you're outside, your skin has the ability to respond in a process called your sweating. Okay, called as your sweating. Cold as your sweating. And as you know, if we sweat, it's part of the thermoregulation process because our sweats allows us to cool off by the process called evaporation. There's also a process involving our blood vessels here, your blood vessels. There's also a process involving our blood vessels and your arm right here. They help us conduct heat out of the body. So let's get rid of that heat because we know it's already hot outside. It's already hot outside. So the skin is more than just a barrier. There is a lot that it does for us. So the point to remember, class, is that through autonomic nerve fibers, the skin transmit various sensations, including temperature, your touch, pressure, pain, and even itching. So the functions of your immune system includes your protection, your sensation, what else? Your vitamin D production, temperature regulation, excretion, and maintenance of your body surface. So it is more than just a barrier. There's a lot that it does for us. So in the next video, we'll have a detailed of discussions of the layers of the skin, okay, and different functions.